Welcome back to another episode of Vlogs of History. I'm your host, Darius Cousin, and since yesterday was Mother's Day, I thought it would be appropriate to take a look at its history and how it came to be. Mother's Day is actually a very recent holiday that didn't really exist before the 20th century. Celebrations of the mother and motherhood can be traced as far back as the ancient Greeks and the ancient Romans who were celebrating their mother goddess. But the closest early version of Mother's Day was found in a Christian festival called Mothering Sunday. This was a celebration where the faithful would return to their mother church, which would be the church that was in their hometown or village. Eventually, this left their Christian roots and became a tradition where children would give flowers to their mothers as tokens of appreciation. The Mother's Day that we all know and celebrate today came when a woman named Jarvis made the Mother's Day Work Club, a work club that was designed to teach women how to properly care for their children. This was followed by a woman named Julia Ward who campaigned for a Mother's Peace Day to be celebrated every June 2nd. Although these two aren't actually Mother's Day itself, they did plant the seed and became the foundation of what was later to become Mother's Day. Anne Jarvis's daughter, Anna Jarvis, was the one who actually founded the real and true Mother's Day that we know today. Following her mother's death, Anna Jarvis thought of Mother's Day in a way to honor the sacrifices and hard work that mothers make for their children. She then put her best efforts to create a day that was dedicated to every single mother out there. After getting support from a Philadelphia store owner, she actually created the very first celebration of Mother's Day in May of 1908. The celebration was held at a church in West Virginia. The same day, thousands of people attended another celebration of Mother's Day at the department store in Philadelphia. Seeing how this celebration was a very big success, Anna wanted to take it one step further and actually make it a national holiday. Her argument was that the already existing holidays were mostly biased towards the male population and that they needed something to celebrate the women in society. She then wrote many letters to make this happen. By 1912, many states, churches, and towns had adopted the holiday as an annual holiday to be celebrated in May. Anna even established the Mother's Day International Association to help promote her cause. All of her hard work paid off when President Woodrow in 1914 signed a bill that would make the second Sunday in May Mother's Day every single year. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the story doesn't have a happy ending. You see, Anna's original vision of Mother's Day was to be celebrated in private and with the mother to honor all of her hard work. It would involve being dressed very nicely and spending quality time with family and most importantly with the mother. Since becoming a national holiday, it wasn't long before card companies, flower companies capitalized on its increasing popularity. Initially having worked with the flower companies to help promote her cause, by 1920 Anna became disgusted at how the holiday became commercialized. She publicly denounced the holiday and urged people to stop buying Mother's Day flowers. Later on, she started an open campaign against Mother's Day and what it had become. The same person who 15 years ago was for the holiday had now become against it. She launched countless lawsuits against groups that were using the name Mother's Day. And she eventually spent most of her wealth in legal fees. By the time of her death in 1948, Anna had disowned the holiday completely and even wrote to the government to have it removed from the national calendar. What a sad thing to see such a beautiful holiday be corrupted by money and greed. My opinion on this is that Anna's right. She wanted to make something beautiful, something for the mother, to honor the mother and her hard work, and what happened was money and greed came and ruined everything that she built. Nobody wants to see their good idea be corrupted by money and greed. And by the way, Anna was never married and never had kids, so she was never a mother. And she put all of her hard work to create something beautiful, and it shows what a kind soul she was. Alright, that was it for this week's episode of Vlogs of History. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you really had a nice Mother's Day yesterday with your mothers. Don't forget to love them and appreciate them because their job might just be one of the hardest in the world. Remember, these episodes come out every single Monday, and I do have another show called Vlogs of History After Hours that comes out every single Wednesday. If you've missed the previous episode, you can check it out right here. As always, I'm your host, Darius Cousin. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I will see you all next week.